Got a story from BuyingTheComics.com here. Katie Sackhoff admits the Mandalorian production is rushed all the time. Says show's catering budget bigger than the entire budget of Battlestar Galactica. That right there is very telling. It's one of the reasons why so many movies and TV shows just aren't making enough money, because they spend so much money on superfluous bullshit. Anyway, she was on the second episode of her blah 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 show with the Mandalorian director Bryce Dallas Howard. She discussed the Star Wars series. She said, "That's why I tell people that Mando is like, they're always so confused why it takes so long for us to shoot and why the episodes are in their minds so short. And I'm like, there are so many moving parts of this, you have no idea. We're lucky that we finish as fast as we do. We're rushed all the time, and the fact that we finish is crazy." Howard then asked Sackhoff how The Mandalorian is different from other TV productions he's been a part of. Biggest difference for me, budget is massive. Budget is completely different. I've never worked on something with a budget this big. Our catering budget is probably the entire budget of Battlestar Galactica. Granted, that was 20 years ago. Again, very telling, because they're spending so much money on this shit. I'm saying, they're like, okay, well, I want, food from this place. I want this place, this place. Nah, fuck that. Take them down to the goddamn, fast food joint, whatever place they want, or even a fast casual place, as they would call it, and give them some food, and there you go. We don't need to get all this bullshit going in and everything. But anyway, she continues on. The biggest thing that most episodes of television I'm used to shoot in 8 days. 8 fast, and you get 2 to 3 takes, and that's it. So when I came in, it was like they used to joke and call me the one take wonder, because I would know exactly what I was going to do. When I got the Mando on day 1 with you, where you, God love you, the amount of takes you had is like my bread and butter. I think we got to like take 3, and I was convinced that was it, because that's my experience. There are times we did 38 takes of one scene, which makes me say, what the fuck, man? Like, that is legitimately the opposite of what I'm used to, until it gives me so much time to find everything, and I've never done that before. I prefer a smaller number of takes, if you get it right. If it's wrong, well, that's different. But I'm talking like, the director's like, perfect, let's go again. Like, what? No, what the? Unless you're wanting to play it differently, in which case, why are you playing it that way in the first place? But whatever. She's a fan of having more takes, and explained, I love it, I absolutely love it, because it gives me the ability to find different things inside of what I want. And sometimes you get so over it that you give a different performance. You're like, oh my God, I didn't expect that. And that wouldn't have come without me completely abandoning everything I've already done or thought I knew. Or even sometimes just the exhaustion of going up and down stairs peppered your next take and made it something different. I love that too. It's absolutely amazing. It's like, what? Then they kind of say that it appears to confirm what actors simply swallow the armor. That's her right here. Detailed about the show's production, when she's talking about they were shooting more than one episode at a time with 2 crews and so on and such forth. It just doesn't sound good. Like, the catering budget being so huge, I'm not a fan of that. Doing like 38 takes of one scene. Now, it's different. If somebody's butchering their line, that's different. I get that. I totally get that. That's fine. And it happens. You're not going to hold anybody to task. Although if it keeps happening over and over with the same person, you want to have a talk with them and say, what the fuck are you doing? But to just sit here and just have take after take, no, fuck all that. Seinfeld, they'd give you 2 takes. That turned out to be a pretty good show, because you got professionals there. I understand it's a comedy. Mandalorian's not a comedy. I get it. But it's like, how many takes do you need? Like, seriously. That's what I don't get. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. I've already gone 3.5 minutes. I'll link this in the description box. You can read it for yourself. But thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.